Hi, hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel Spotify Learn. Today I'm here with the video of mathematics for 2025 scheme students, that is for module 2. We will discuss first the syllabus copy as we discussed in the first module. If you have not seen the video first module, you first go through it, understand it, and then you can come here. You will get the whole PDF. You can DM me on Instagram for the whole PDF. Next is we will discuss the what are the concepts are the syllabus copy of this module. First is scalar and vector fields, gradient and directional derivative, divergence and curl, and you will get interpretation, solenoidal and irrotational, scalar potential. Even solenoidal I have like incorporated in it. And next is about the polar coordinatives, polar curves, and next is about the here cylindrical and spherical. If you study, it's more than enough in the chapter curvilinear coordinates. Okay, if you analyze this, you will get it as first here is to find out the uh, gradient of f dot gradient of g, and next is finding that is scalar potential and its rotational. Have included this also, and polar coordinates for spherical, for cylindrical, and divergence and curl also have included directional derivative. You can see here directional derivative, divergence and curl, polar for spherical. Here it is spherical polar. Okay, it is spherical polar, and cylindrical polar also have included. Next is about the irrotational and scalar potential. Almost all the which is present in the model paper and the syllabus copy which is being repeated, I have included. First let's discuss about the divergence and curl. Okay, if you have any doubts you can let me know in the comment box, and if you're watching the video without subscribing, you can watch with subscribing and then watch the video. Make sure to subscribe and then watch the video. First we will discuss about the divergence and curl. Next, if you take for example, if a bar is equal to a1 I cap a2 j cap, as this is vector, it will be in the form of I cap j cap and k cap. Okay, then if you take the divergence of that is a scalar defined, it is a scalar component. It is what scalar component defined as divergence of a or is equal to, or gradient of a is equal to, what you will take it as partial derivative. You know, right, this dou represent what, del or dou, anything you call, that represents what, partial derivative of a1, that is first component with respect to x, second component with respect to y, third component with respect to z. That is for what, divergence. And if you want the same for curl, you will take it as I cap j cap and k cap in the uppermost row. Next is with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z in the second row, and f1 f2 f3 are nothing but the functions of that. Okay, what you will get it as a1 a2 a3, and if you do this determinant also you will get. And in the solving the problems I have inculcated another method. Okay, another method also it's there, I'll say and give you, that is in the easiest method. Okay, now let's solve the first question, finding the divergence and curl for gradient x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. See, first you write the what is given. What is given, f bar is equal to divergence gradient of x cube y cube and z cube minus 3xyz. You have to take, let phi is equal to, imagine some phi as this. Okay, and you will take the what is the question they have given. Next, if you take f bar again, if is equal to gradient of phi is equal to dou phi by dou x, dou phi by dou y, dou phi by dou z, that is I cap j cap and k cap. And if you take this here, you can see here, you will see here when I'll do one differentiation and show with respect to, see one trick when you have to do partial derivative. See, you have to do this partial derivative, I will show with respect to x, right? You have to do with respect to x. See, where all the, here no x term is there, don't do it. Here no x term is there, ignore it. Now you have to imagine as these both terms are not present at all. You have to take this term. What will be the normal differentiation of x cube? It will be what, 3x square. The same you have to write, and minus also write. Here 3x is there, 3x you have to differentiate, you, the x differentiation is what, 1. 3 into 1 into y into z will be what? 3yz only, right? That is 3x square. In partial derivative, just see where all the, with respect to what terms you are doing, where are these present, and then do the differentiation. Similarly, in y also, the same thing. Here it will be what? 3y square minus 3, again x z it will be, or 3z square minus 3 x is y, it will be the same way you have to do for all with respect to x, y and z. Okay, see here you can see, observe, and next if you add that all, see here you can take out dou a1, this you consider as a1, this you consider as a2, and this you consider as a3. You again you have to differentiate with respect to x. Okay, see again, see dou a1, right? A1 divided by dou x, if you take, is equal to what? X, we are differentiating, right? So where are x present? Only in one term. So 3x square is present, right? When you have to differentiate it, this will come here, right? What are the power? 3 into 2 into x it will be. So 6x. I hope you understood this step. 6x, and the next is here only y is present here, again 3 into 2y, 6y. Here also, here no z is present, 3 into 2z will be 6z. I hope you got how this step came. Next is about the, you have to add that, you will get the delta f bar. Next is the divergence you got for curl. Almost for all curl you have to prove that it is 0. Okay, now you have to take I, j and k. In the see here dou a3 by, see this is the formula you have to remember for all. If you just remember this formula, that is a3 a2, a3 a1, a2 a1. Okay, now 3 2 you remember as 3 2, 3 1, 2 1. All are with respect to yz, xz and xy. Okay, this you can remember. Now again the same way you have to differentiate it. A3 with respect to, c, you can see a3 with respect to y you are doing, y is here, y is not here, so you have to ignore this term. Y is here means with respect to y only the differentiation will be 1, so it will be minus 3x. And next you will differentiate this with respect to x, z differentiation will be what? Again 1 minus 3x, that is minus plus will be what? It will get cancelled and it will be 0. Here also it will get cancelled and here also it will get cancelled, and the answer will be 0. I hope you are understanding. If not, I'll also try to explain in Kannada in between also. ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಡೈವರ್ಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕರ್ಲ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಎಫ್ ಬಾರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? gradient of x y cube z square. At some point they have mentioned 1 minus 1 and 1. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಡೈವರ್ಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕರ್ಲ್ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಡೈವರ್ಜೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಎಫ್ ಬಾರ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು phi ಅಂತ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಫ್ ಬಾರ್ನ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫೈನ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್, ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ವೈ, ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಝೆಡ್ನ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವೈ, ದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಝೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಎ ಅಂತ ಕಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಹೋಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್, ಇದು ಒನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಒನ್ ಟರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೈ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ 3y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಝೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ 2y ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 2z ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 6y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ z. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಸಾರಿ ಐ ಮಿಸ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ನಾವು ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಝೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ನೀವು ಇವಾಗ ಇದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು 6y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ 3y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಝೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ 2z, ಇದನ್ನು 6y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಝೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. 6 ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 6y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಝೆಡ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಈಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವೈದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ವೈದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಸೊ 1 ತೊಗೋತಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೈ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 3y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, 3y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು 2z ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ಬಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ ನಾವು. ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್, ನಾವು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಐ ಗೆಸ್. ವೈ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಝೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಝೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಾಕಿದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ 3y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಝೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತು ಝೆಡ್ನ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 2z, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದೇ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ವೈ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಝೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್, ಜೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್. Now you have to add that all. You have to differentiate again this with respect to x, y, z, and you have to add, and you will get the divergence value as some -8 value. Now again this curl formula I have given at the previous step that I said, right, 3, 2 and some formula that you have to remember. Next you write the same formula here also, and here you can take again what you have differentiated here and all. If you do, you will get it as 0. Curl will be 0. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ಡಿರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಡಿರೈವೇಟಿವ್. ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 5 ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಎ ಬಾರ್, ಸಮ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಎ ಬಾರ್ ಇದೆ, ನಾವು 5 ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್ ಎ ಬಾರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ that is 5 dot a bar, that is dot product ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ the maximum directional derivative ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, it will be the magnitude of gradient a bar. okay, gradient a bar. ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ನಾವು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ 5 is equal to x square y z cube. ಇವಾಗ ಇದನ್ನು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು x, y and z. when you differentiate x square y z cube with respect to x, y, z, okay, now you have to differentiate 2x and y z cube, keep it as constant. Y differentiation will be what, 1 here. Next is x square y cube will be as it is. With respect to z, 3z square x square y will be as it is. okay, now if you got this differentiation, the half of the problem is done. Now in the place of x, y, z, x, y, z, you substitute the value of points which they have given, 2, 1 and -1. You will get it as 2 into, see, x is what, 2. Again, next is z is y is 1 and this z is -1. So you will get it as -4. The same way you need to substitute for a2, a3 also, the 3 terms also. Next is you have to find out the maximum directional derivative, that is magnitude of gradient phi. Now if you want, see here, 5, 4, 4, 12, you have to square that. That means magnitude means finding the value of that particular vector which we have got in the divergence. Now if you take 4 square and 4 square, it will be 16 into 176. You can split it as 16 into 11. 16 into 11 will give you 176. So you have to split it as it is. Next, if you bring out this 4, square root of 16 is what, 4. So you will bring it out, and next remaining will be root 11. Here you can keep it. I hope you understood this step how to do. Next, another question is also same type. Again you have to find out the differentiation with respect to x, y and z, and you will get some particular vector, and you substitute the value, you will get another vector, that is an I cap, j cap and k cap. You will get a particular less value. Again they have asked not here maximum, they have asked along with another path, like they have given 2 I cap minus 3 j cap plus 6 k cap. You have to find along this vector. When you need to find along this vector, what the step you need to find out is, see what they have given vector, along vector, you have to take it and you have to find the magnitude of that. I hope you know, when finding the magnitude you have to take the values of that and square it while finding the root. Next it will be 2 square, 3 square and 6 square. Next is when you take the value of 2, 3 and 6, it will be what, root 49, it will be 7. Next is directional derivative, when you have to find out, that is gradient phi into a bar divided by magnitude of a bar. Magnitude of a bar we already know, that is 7, and a bar is the vector, along vector, and this what, gradient phi is what, divergence, we already found out, that is in the previous step, 8 and again 84. Next you will do what, 8 into 2 it will be 16, 48 into 3 it will be 144, 84 into 6 it will be 504. Next divided by 7, you will get it as 376 divided by 7. This is how we do the directional derivative problems. If you understand these two type of problems that comes under directional derivative, it's more than sufficient to score maximum marks along this. Okay. Next, if we see cylindrical and spherical polar coordinates, see here for cylindrical you have to remember it is rho cos theta, rho sin theta, and z is equal to z. For spherical it is r sin theta cos phi, r sin theta sin phi, and r cos theta. Now take the cylindrical polar coordinates and take some vector r is equal to x I cap, y j cap, and z k cap. In the place of x, y, z you can replace anything, something as 3x plus 3y or something, like any vector you can replace. Just I am showing for the common, that is x, y, and z. Now we know for r bar, that is see here we took along the transformation. What will be for polar coordinates, if you consider that, you have to write it in the form of rho cos phi I cap, rho sin phi I cap, because you have taken x, y, and z, right? For z it will be z only, and for y it will be what, rho sin phi. That is how, see here, rho cos phi, sin phi, and z is equal to z. Now by the definition of scalar vector, now we don't know what is scalar vector. Scalar vector means for the value of h1, h2, and h3 it will be 1 row and 1 again. By the definition of this we have to find out the h1, h2, and h3. h1 is nothing but again the partial differentiation of r with respect to rho. Now you have to differentiate with respect to rho, that is cos square alpha, cos square phi and sin square phi. And if you take that, this differentiation with respect to, when you are finding out, see here what is the, you can understand here, see this with respect to phi only, the answer will be 1. Cos alpha you will keep it as it is I cap, rho again it will be 1, sin phi you will keep it as it is z, z is constant, it will be 0. Again now you can take the magnitude of this, means it will be cos square phi, sin square phi, that is equal to what, as we know from the formula, because cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. This is the basic trigonometric formula that we know, that is root 1 is equal to what, 1. Now we proved that for h1 is equal to 1. Next is you have to differentiate with respect to phi. Okay, now rho sin phi I cap, rho cos phi j cap plus 0. Now again if you take rho square sin square alpha phi, rho square cos square phi. Again if you take rho square common, sin square phi and cos square phi will be there, that the value will be what, 1. Again if you take rho square, see root of rho square is there, right? You can cancel the root and the square which is present. Now only the 5, that is row, will be remaining. Now if you want to find out the, again you differentiate with respect to z. Again the z is what, z k cap, you know, no, that will be what, 1 k cap. And if you want that magnitude, again 1 is what, root 1, that is 1. Now you got the value 1, row, and 1. That are the scalar factors for what, this is cylindrical system. Now we will do for spherical system. For spherical system, you can take again the same vector component I have taken, that is r sin phi cos alpha, r sin theta sin phi, and r cos theta k cap. By the definition here it will be 1 r and r sin theta. There was what, 1 row and 1 right. Here it is not like that. Here it is 1, here it is sin theta. Okay, here it is 1 r and r sin theta. Now again you find out the vector, that is h1, r with respect to r only. Next is this is r cap. Okay, this is a vector, you are differentiating with respect to r. Okay, now next is you will get it as 1 sin square theta cos square theta. Again if you differentiate for h2 you will get it as r cos theta cos phi. Again if you differentiate, see here, I hope this is a bit complicated. See here, if you take the square, that is r square cos square theta cos square phi, r square cos square theta sin square phi plus r square sin square theta. Here you can see r square cos square theta. Here you can take out, if you take out r square sin square theta, r square cos square theta, here sin square theta plus cos square theta will be remaining. You will get it as 1. R square sin square theta, write it as it is. Here it is 1. Now r square cos square theta and r square sin square theta will be remaining. Here take out this 2 common, r square and r square. You will get it as cos square theta plus sin square theta. Okay, now again the same way, here you can cancel the root and the square, you will get it as only r. That is the value of h2. h1 we got it as 1. Now again for h3, you will take it as r square sin square theta sin square phi, r square sin square theta cos square phi. Again, if you take out r square sin square theta, r square sin square theta, sin square phi, cos square phi will be 1. Again, if you want to remove, that is r square sin square theta. Here you can remove r sin theta will be remaining. This is so simple to find out. H3 will be equal to r sin theta. Those are the factors for the spherical system. 1, r and r sin theta. Now we will do for the irrotational vector field. Irrotational vector field and scalar potential, I'll do it in one problem. Next also you can see, if it is solenoidal, the divergence should be 0. If you want it irrotational, the curl should be 0. That is the basic concepts here. See, now you took some vector and you have to prove that it is irrotational. Now you have to differentiate. As the formula you know, right? This formula I hope you remember from the first problem itself. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, that and all the steps which I said, and you will differentiate with respect to y and all. You will get it as this will get cancelled, this also will get cancelled, you will get 0. So you will prove that it is irrotational. Now in this, it is repeated in your model paper which they have left for your scheme model paper. A vector, listen to this problem very carefully. The chances of occurring this problem is more high. If you got this irrotational type, I hope you got this irrotational type of problem. Now vector field is given by f is equal to some vector they have given. You have to show that it is irrotational and you have to find its scalar potential. First, you know, if it is irrotational, what you will do, curl is equal to 0. You will differentiate. This formula also you can take and you can differentiate. The first when I said was determinant, right? That method also you can use. The determinant method also you can take some one row or one column and taking plus minus plus, and that the same steps cross multiplication which we were doing for determinant also you can do. Or this formula method is easy because you can remember this easy and you will get the answer also so easily. That is why I have said and gave this step. Now you will prove the curl of this is equal to 0. Now what you have to do is you have to find out the scalar potential. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಸ್ಕೇಲಾರ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಫ್ ಬಾರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಗ್ರೇಡಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈ ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಈಗ 6xy ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವೆಶನಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್, ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ವೈ, ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಝೆಡ್. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಪಾರ್ಷಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲು ನೀವು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಆನ್ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೋ phi divided by dou x, that is with respect to x, integration add ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ with respect to what, dx, that is not dou x, it is dx, integration with respect to dx. now ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು 6xy ಹಂಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, z cube into dx, that is with respect to x. now this and this will get cancelled and differentiation integration of phi will be what, phi is equal to 6x square y divided by z, that is you are differentiating, right? That is divided by 2, that is x differentiation with respect to x only, it will be what, x square by 2. don't confuse with differentiation and integration of x will be x square by 2, differentiation of x with respect to x will be what, 1. okay, now this will be x square by 2 y, that is next is x, you will add, and z, see some constant is present means again you have to add that term, right? in integration, I hope you remember. If you know integration, this problem will be very easily understood. Next is you have to add some function of y and z for with respect to x. The same way for y also you will do 3x square minus z, you will get it as 3x square y minus yz, and function of xz for 3x z square also you will integrate, you will get it as x is z square minus yz plus function of some x and y. now you have to compare that 3 equations. see, you will consider 1, 2 and 3. the common is what, see here, 3x square y plus xz cube and minus yz. here also you can see, here it is what, minus yz, and see here 3x square y plus x z cube. 3x square is done. 3x again x is z square is done. Next is minus yz. It is the what scalar potential. You have to compare that all. Okay. Now again this should be z cube divided by 3. Okay, now x z cube also you'll get. This is how the second module I have completed. If you have not watched even the first module, you can watch that and come here. And you please make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And even I have an Instagram account, Spotify_learn, and you can DM me for the PDF. Thank you for watching the full video. If you have not understood or if you have any doubts in the between, you can let me know in the comment box. I'll clarify it for sure. I'll make sure that I'll upload all the subjects on time. Thank you for watching the full video. Stay tuned for the upcoming 3, 4 and 5th modules. Thank you. Meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.